shall we take a turn about the grounds, Colonel?
Just drawn to this bill of service, nothing on. Do the people in this village not frequent the church?
Doctor, wouldn't you say this glass is strange?
Very much so. That was that was in the photograph, wasn't it? Yes.
Why would they decorate their church in such a manner? It seems positively heathen.
How best to get closer to the black glass?
I think Corin's hiding something in his basement. When I went down there, I saw a hole, as I may have mentioned. I can't help but think that could be in some way connected to some sort of subterranean group of passages that allows people to impersonate Roehampton.
And under Croft, is that a thing you're aware of?
I had nothing to do with this.
No, okay, excellent.
Well, I wonder whether we need to look at this glass using the candle before we start investigating.
The only caverns I plunder are the caverns of the mind.
Listen, they used to call me the slow worm in the trenches.
The signet ring bears a symbol, and I'm sure you can guess what the symbol is. It's the same one you saw at the foot of the statue.
Fuck.
The Apocalypse players present Magnum Tenebrosum, a Call of Cthulhu scenario by Dominic Allen, with Joseph Chance as Dr. John Elvedon, Danann McAleer as Colonel Ambrose Coghill, and our special guest, Tilly Steele, as Dr. Jemima Croft. Your keeper of arcane lore is Dominic Allen. Part 8. The Arena of the Unwell.
No, this is exciting. Now we're in trouble.
Finally, we're in trouble.
I mean, my first question is, are there any other exits? And I think John says, do you need a hand in there?
No. All right, I think. Just a lot of black robes. Oh, Christ. A lot of black robes.
Oh dear.
I think they might match that candle you found under the altar there earlier, Jemima. Oh, fuck.
Well, it was Dr. John who found the candle, but I'm now its custodian.
Yes.
And if we've got more, then
the custodian of the candle.
I suppose we can be less precious about it.
Well, quite. I don't know if there's any candles down here, but Christ, there's a lot of robes. I'm just sifting through them like I'm at TK Maxx, just throwing them on the floor. There's loads of them. There's about 50.
Anything else?
There are indeed candles. There's black candles.
Yes, black candles.
What do you think we should do? Do you think we should take them, or...?
Hold on. And I think I do at that point. Even if I'm a moron, at that point, at least I look around the room and see if there's any other route out from this room.
Doesn't look like it.
Christ. Just going to check if there's any way of me getting out that's a bit simpler. And could I go around the room and just, do that with my, try and...
Well, I think if you spend enough time, you do eventually realise that there is another tunnel behind the trunk.
As in hidden by the truck.
If you're going to be systematic.
Yeah, that's what my idea was.
But it's not big enough to crawl through.
Right. Hold on. There's another tunnel here. I don't think I can get through it, but hold on. I'll give it a smell. I want to get down and smell the air and sort of listen.
It's not big enough to crawl through.
You use the lantern, Colonel, see if you can see anything,
yes.
even if you can't
I
get
think
through
I
there.
left it up with you. Slide it down to me, would you?
All right. Maybe I just go through.
Okay. If you're going through, you can give me a spot hidden roll.
Oh yeah, good idea. The more spot hiddens, the better.
Here, Jemima. Before you go, I might go and stand at the top of the stair just in case.
All right. Yes, good idea. I've got a 37, and my spot hidden is 60. So not a hard success, but a success.
Yeah.
As soon as you stand up in the room and look around, you realise that the dust and the dirt and everything is obscuring a very obvious shape laid into the floor. And that shape is, again, the same shape you saw on the statue and is on the signet ring.
My God. That shape again. Colonel, look.
Mrs. Croft. Oh, fuck, yes. Oh, God.
It's actually ever so slightly etched into the ground. So there's like a stone floor, flagstones, and it's like
carved
there's
in.
Like it's like made of a groove, yeah. Like the whole
How
thing's a
many
groove.
robes are there?
Yes.
Because I think this is important.
10.
10.
10.
Yeah, because I've been throwing them out like I'm working at Primark. And there's 10
Yeah.
of them.
Colonel, can you remember how the robes were put in? I don't think we want anyone to know that we've been in here.
God, yes, that's a very good point. Dom, can I remember how they were folded?
Yes, I think it's probably straightforward enough.
Excellent. Yes, they were in the traditional style.
Okay. Can someone make a note that there's 10 black robes?
10 black robes
Because we could be looking at 10 members of this cult.
of the Ku Klux
And
Klan.
if we can identify them.
Yes.
What do you do with the scroll and, well, the manuscript and the ring?
So, can I just check the scroll?
Well, what is it? It's a series of loose papers bound together.
John, reserved and
It looks really old.
there's a scroll down here. I think you might be better off with it than I am. I have no idea, to be honest. Well, Miss Croft.
I take a quick look
Yes.
at it. Oh yes, Dr. John. I think you better
You
take
think
a look.
he's the authority? Yes. Elvedon. And I sort of want to toss it up the passage we've gone now.
He's not there. He's
He's gone up the stairs.
Well,
Right.
I chuck it
I
up
tell
there
you
anyway.
what, Colonel.
Yeah.
Let's pack these robes away.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I mean maybe.
What's wrong?
I mean, do we want to put the? No, we don't want to put the robes on.
Should we put them on and dance them out?
I don't think that's a good idea. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if there's a way to get the window to reveal itself to us.
Exactly.
God, all this stuff's getting in my head.
No, I know. And you were saying the same thing about the candle.
I'm starting to believe that demons are real.
I know. You were saying the same thing. The black candle. Perhaps if we had black robes on and we lit black candles. I mean, but that sounds like superstitious.
But
not
maybe
mumbo
then
jumbo.
we look like the cultists. What if someone came in and saw us?
Well, what if they did? They might think we were one of them, and yes, it's. Oh God, I don't know what to do.
No, I think let's pack them away.
Yes.
Let's take this manuscript, show it to the doctor. Hopefully, this will illuminate what we're supposed to do
Should we
next.
at least take a couple more black candles so we have one each, in case we want to try and illuminate the window?
Yes, I suspect that might be a good
Yes.
idea.
To answer your question earlier about what the tunnel smells like, it smells like very damp earth. Slightly stale damp earth.
Petrichor? Oh, no, stale.
No, more sort of earthy.
Right. Okay, and I start folding the things up again, and I say, Mrs. Croft, anything else here you think we should, I'll take 2 candles to add to our one. But other than that, is there anything we need to bring with us? We know it's here now, at least. We know it's here.
Yes, I think let's take this manuscript and show it to the doctor.
Yes, good idea. After you, and I'm still folding up the things.
Okay. I clamber through the hole with the manuscript.
So you get back into the storeroom under Croft. Elvedon is upstairs somewhere.
Is everything all right? I whisper down,
Yes,
kneeling at the
we
entrance.
found something. The Colonel's found something, some sort of manuscript, but I can't make head nor tail of it. I clamber up the stairs and I reach out with the manuscript
Oh, excellent.
and give it to the doctor.
There we go.
Illuminationes Viburnii. Oh, I see.
Why burny eye?
Was there anything else? Have you mentioned the signet ring? I couldn't remember whether you did.
There was a ring in there, and it was the same symbol that we keep seeing, and the same symbol was etched into the floor as well.
On a scale?
A scale.
As in, of size? It filled the room?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
What does that mean? Is that bad?
It's rather unusual. It's the sort of thing that's a motif of that scale in a subterranean location is normally associated with hidden cults. You know the sort of thing, Romans persecuting Christians, so one has to hide the sign.
Yes, well, when we did see the black robes, I did think that
ritual marking spaces.
We maybe weren't looking at Christmas trees and
no, of course. No.
having a jolly old time anymore.
It occurs to me, Jemima, that the shape of it, does it remind you of something? The two triangles meeting, and this serpent-like shape cutting the space.
Well, it reminds me of many things. I mean, much like a Rorschach test is meant to.
He smiles despite himself. Well, quite. I suppose if I was to say to you that it reminded me of a dragon, what would you say?
I would say it would reflect your own strength and ferocity.
Well, yes.
Fear of dragons.
Your fear.
And maybe that you have a recurring nightmare about a dragon eating you and your whole family.
The winged serpent?
Is that significant in occult?
Oh, goodness, yes. It tends to be associated with one of the greatest stories, Gorge and the Dragon, otherwise known as...
That Turkish guy and the lizard.
Those that confront the devil.
Yeah.
And St. Margaret of Antioch, of course.
I hear that. And then
God.
A very handsome kebab seller walks past at that point and I'm distracted. So what was that about Turkish kebab seller? No, what?
I don't know. God, he was good looking.
Wasn't he?
So is there anything else in the manuscript, Dom, or is it just...
I'm going to look at it.
It's all in Latin.
I'm going to look at it.
Okay.
It's all in Latin.
Do you want... I'm going to skim. This could take some time. There's a few pages here. I say, hurriedly. But I'm not giving up my position at the top of the stair, even though I want to go down and join them.
So I'd need I would need a hard Latin roll, I think.
Oh, God. Knew I should have put more in it.
What have you got?
50%. I'm going to push the roll. I've rolled... I've not done well there. I was really put...
What have you rolled?
I rolled a 60. Oh, so 25's very hard to get.
It's a lot.
25's hard to get. I'm going to push it. I'm going to push the roll. I think, I say... Wait. It's a little unclear. It's the gloom of the stained glass. And I go over to where the pulpit is, which is probably a slightly lighter area of the altar, and I get out a few more candles and I light them and I stick it down and I say, a frame of reference might be good too, my Latin. And I pull up. Is there a Latin Bible? Sometimes there is. Or a concordance maybe in the vestry, did I see?
Sure.
And so I throw that book open and it's all kind of quite fiercely done. And I light a few more candles. So I've got about 6 candles, and I'm putting the paper right by a bunch of candles with another book ready to burn right by it.
Right.
That is a 29. I'm going to spend the luck.
Was that a pushed roll, though?
Yes.
You can't spend luck on a pushed roll.
It's not so hard.
Can I have a go?
Well, unfortunately, he's already pushed the roll, so there will be a consequence there.
I forgot that a success doesn't count. 29, I was so excited.
I know. But we'll come back to that. So what, because that's going to take a bit of time, 29. What you're doing. What are Jemima and Colonel Ambrose doing?
I'm just watching the doctor work. I'm very impressed. I don't know that he's fucked up yet, so I just think he's really smart and
yeah. I'm folding up
very knowledgeable.
As I start burning the fucking thing on the candle.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Let me have a look.
Oh God, he's getting his book down.
No. I got Cavalier, and I was thinking, I've got luck as well. It's great. I've got luck as well. No. 60. I could have spent.
It's about time someone fucked up. to be honest.
it was a lot of luck. And he's over enthusiastic. It's the right place. He is an enthusiast.
I mean, I'm trapped in an underground cavern beneath the church.
Colonel, what are you doing down there?
Oh, just
Chop,
folding
chop.
up some robes.
All right.
I'm not terribly good on trapped in enclosed spaces personally, Joseph.
No.
I'm not
No, me
on,
either. Hate
on
it.
Dan's stag do. We did a very brief little bit of, is it called spelunking?
Oh, really?
Is that
Were you going to caves?
where
Oh,
we went
fuck
through
that.
a kind of tight
Fuck
passageway
that, man.
to
Nope.
climb up
Nah,
Nope.
I hate that.
through
Nope.
into
Nope.
Not,
Nope.
not
That was a
keen.
teenager.
yeah. And I
Really stressful.
about halfway I struggled slightly.
Have you seen those videos of the guy like trapped and he can't get out and all the water's falling down? I can't be doing that. No. It's
I
horrible.
got through it, but there was a moment where I went, oh, this is really unpleasant. This is really properly... I can see how paralysis would occur.
Yeah.
On the basis of psychological paralysis, you just go,
Panic.
I don't know, I can't go backwards and I can't go forwards because it's just awful.
Oh, fuck.
I glimpsed it.
I'm going to have such bad dreams
So-
tonight.
But the upshot is, I got through, and I think nearly everybody did it. But like 2 guys didn't because one had a leg injury and
Because they're
the
sensible.
other guy just
Yeah.
said, no way.
Nah, not doing it.
And good for him, that's what I say, because he knew he didn't want to do it, and that's good. But I went in all gung-ho, and then halfway up I went, oh, I don't like this anymore. Also, it was the biggest jump into water I've ever done outside. At the end of it, we all had to do this jump. I say had to. We chose to, because we were bullied into it in front of other peers. And
In front of other men, you didn't want to feel emasculated.
But I tell you what, there was a moment where my body didn't move, where I said to myself, you're going to jump now. And I didn't jump. I went, oh, and I turned to whoever it was, and I don't know, it's one of Dan's best mates, who I don't know at all. And I turned and I looked at him and said, I'm telling my body to do something and it doesn't want to do it. And he went, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I said,
God.
this is how this shit works. This is like jumping out of a plane.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
then I just sort of changed my mind. And somehow, and I don't know, I wish I knew how I did, because it would probably save a lot of my time and effort.
If only I could capture that moment.
But there was a point halfway down to the water where I did think, this has just gone on too long. It's not right. Now I'm just falling. This is just falling. It's not jumping anywhere.
Can't you really hurt yourself though if you fall into water in the wrong way?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they did give us instruction. And I was following the instruction.
Well, at
quite
least you had
rigidly.
instruction, because when I was in Dominica, we went to T2 Gorge, and it's like this thing just carved through the jungle, and they were like, and the guy we were with, he wasn't a registered guide, he was just like, so we go in here, and he just jumped in like a pencil, and then we had
Oh
to
my
follow,
God.
and like, honestly, it was like, it was terrifying. It was like, okay,
Well, this is how you die. This is clearly how one dies.
yeah, exactly.
No thanks.
Put us out of our misery, Dom. Put us out of our misery.
You start reading this stuff. It is a disturbing treatise on a minor Roman deity, seemingly. It's about the discovery of this minor Roman deity called Tenebrosum.
Fuck.
That's what you sort of skim. And this general, he forged 10 iron signet rings for each member of the cult of Tenebros. Reading it sounds like these rings, if worn, bring dragons to you.
Wow. Fucking hell.
Rings like the signet ring.
So,
And they bring dragons to you in a good way? Like, dragons are my friends?
Doesn't seem that way to Dr. Elvedon.
my friends who are the dragons. Well, as this is happening, I'm not aware of this, of course. I'm still down there folding up the cloaks. And I believe Mrs. Croft has climbed back out and is now talking to John. But there is still this signet ring down here, right? So
Presumably, yeah.
I think I'll just pop it in my pocket.
Okay. Dr. Elvedon, you gain 1 Cthulhu Mythos point for this initial reading. I don't think you... well, do you believe this stuff? Actually, this is a failed push roll, so I think you have to.
It's a failed pushed roll, so you think I have to, yes?
I think it gets under your skin in a way that is unpleasant.
I mean, it's especially given the fact that he's just stood there with Jemima and said, does it not remind you of serpents with wings? They bring dragons to you, and I think it's enough. I think I'm reading as much of it as I can translate quickly out loud to her in a real fit of what I would call religious enthusiasm, where he just can't stop himself. He's not thinking about the poor colonel under the ground. He's just kind of, but he knows enough to say it out loud. But then when he says, brings dragons to you, he stops, and there's a quavering in his voice, and he sort of just keeps flicking that page over.
Dragons, as in Welsh dragons?
Well, yes.
Red dragons? What kind of dragons?
One assumes it's metaphorical. And I think I put it down, and I step away from the altar, and I look at what I've done, and I've essentially desecrated the pure Christian stone. And indeed, this place, of course, has been desecrated, it would seem, by a hidden pagan act. And I think to Antioch, and I say, she was the daughter of a pagan priest, wasn't she? That's what I said, yes, she's the daughter of a pagan priest.
Yes.
Is it a wry acknowledgement by the town? Is that why they want to build a memorial? Is it still going on, Mrs. Croft?
Goodness.
Have we walked into some...
I don't know.
Some deeply unpleasant murder cult? Where they steal children? Young women? What if Corin called them? What if Corin's involved and doesn't know? And
what if he's one of them?
I look frantically at her, and as she says that, I think I take yet another step back, and I bump into something. Christ alive! Where's the colonel?
I can't remember if you lose sanity for initial readings. I think you do.
I'm not.
Unless
I think he is losing sanity. I'm very happy to make it.
Certainly seems like it.
So, for instance, the rules about sanity loss for reading books is not in the chapter about reading books. It's in the sanity chapter. Why? Put it in both places.
I was going to say, put it in both, right? Put a prologue in the sand loss, and then a detailed version in the book.
Well, if it makes your life any easier, as I'm crawling up the passage, I finger my pocket, and I take the ring out and put it on, because I'm a big believer in local signifiers and sort of strange things that. I mean, I saw the Hound of Mon. I saw spectral figures on the battlefield. I'm a big believer in the occult or the paranormal.
You feel the earth shaking around you, and the familiar voice of Sergeant Wensum comes down the tunnel and says,
Wensum!
Hey, sir,
yes.
Why are you taking so long?
Get back to the trench.
Here in a minute.
I know. Get back to the trench. It'll all be all right. I'm putting the ring on.
Trench is gone. I went last week.
What do you mean it's gone?
We're in hell now, sir.
Wensum, no!
And a mustard gas-stained skull stares at you with ichor dropping off its nasal passages.
Oh, there you are, Wensum. Yes.
Yeah, sorry, though. Got a bit distracted by the old memories.
Quite all right. You want to get that scene too, but that's fine. Oh, of course it is.
Would you like me to roll sanity while you're looking that up?
Hang on.
No,
let's just check.
He's playing by the rules, guys. Tilly, he's playing by the rules. I'm very impressed.
Say what you want about Dom Allen, but he's playing by the rules.
And we do say what we want about Dom Allen.
It's by the book, old chap. It's by the book.
To his face.
Dreadful bastard.
Yeah.
As I'm crawling through the school, I'm flashing back to me and Margaret when we were by the Grand Pier in Weston-super-Mare. The happiest time of my life. Me on a donkey, riding on the beach.
Wensum walks past with his faceless skull, waves at you.
And I pull my own face off, greet him. Yeah.
Joseph, you lose. Dr. John Elvedon loses 2 sanity points.
Fuck it.
It's getting a bit hairy now, guys. It's getting a bit hairy.
Horrible.
Yeah.
He's fine.
It'll be alright.
I feel like you'll be better when you're crazy anyway.
There's definitely more to glean from this document, but you're not going to... It's going to take multiple readings, basically.
Well, should we take it with us in that case?
Definitely.
Even though it might get us in trouble. We should take it with us,
I
shouldn't
think
we?
so.
It'd be dumb to leave it here. Yeah.
What next for our terrible trio?
Well, have I made it up out of the tunnel?
Indeed. Unmolested.
And maybe I arrived there as this... unmolested as this
And then a dragon comes through the roof. No, it doesn't.
and then a dragon comes through and molests me. I think I've got the ring in my pocket. I've left the robes there, but I think I might say anything interesting in that not manifesto, that's the wrong word, scroll,
The Beano Almanac.
the Beano Almanac, Dennis the Menace fan club. Let's go on that. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
I look at you with wild eyes and I say, give me the candle. You know the one.
Yes, well, we've got a couple now, but for what?
Even better.
To illuminate
hold
the
my hand
window.
And my hand is shaking.
Now, Dr. Elvedon, let's be sure we're doing this for the right reason.
Just for a moment. Let's look.
Oh yes, I think you're probably right. I think we should.
It says here that it brings dragons to you.
What does?
And then as I'm looking at it, I look at you and I seem to come back to myself slightly more. But it was a frenzied moment there.
What brings the dragons to us, John?
The
ring.
bearers of the signet rings.
Miss Croft, thank you. Yes. Well, I tell you what. Miss Croft, your idea earlier about trying to illuminate the darkened window with the darkened candles, that did strike me as quite sensible. Since it's only Christ.
I mean, it seems unnatural, but this place is very unnatural.
Well, quite. And I sort of say, I felt like it was midnight, but I think it's only 11 in the morning or something like that. Should we try that now? We may as well while we're here.
We may as well to rule it out. I don't think it's going to do anything, but
Quite right.
We can try
Quite
it.
right. So, John, are you keen to join us on that? And I pass you
Very
one of the
much so.
2 black candles that I found in the thing. Jemima's got the other one, so I've still got one, so we now have one each. And I want to lead our way out of the thing and sort of stand in front of the blank window in the, not the vestry, what is it?
The chapel, the lady chapel.
Yeah, the lady chapel.
I take one of the already lit candles. I blow the others out
Oh, yeah.
and remove them.
Yeah.
And I replace the Latin concordance and I follow suit, and with the lit candle I offer it to the others. Allow them to...
The black candle.
No, so I'm using a standard light candle to light the others.
Right. I'll hold, as long as we're in front of the altar, I'll hold mine out to be lit.
Should we perhaps light them all at the same time?
Yes, good idea. Have you yours, Jemima?
I take mine out of my bag.
Right. Here we go. I mean, it probably won't do anything, as you say, Mrs. Croft, but worth a try, eh?
Very
Best to rule it
much
out.
so.
Exactly. Here we are.
So you stand before this black window in the Lady Chapel, and you light these 3 black candles.
Yeah.
And hold them, presumably,
Towards the window, yeah.
window. And at first, nothing seems to happen. But then, you do think you can pick out the outer edges of the window clearer than you could before. And the blackness begins melting away inwards like a shifting cloud. And at the top of the image are 10
concentric circles or rings, but they portray this maddening depth of field, despite being two-dimensional. It's like a really weird optical illusion, stretching up to the heavens. And they begin to blaze.
Oh no.
As if starlit in the darkness. And they illuminate the scene below of these angels. Elongated, robed figures, but too slender and tall to be like men. Their heads are like eels. And they're stood around a woman in the throes of giving birth. To her left, there are sheep and goats that can be seen trampling the skulls of their shepherds beneath their hooves. Their eyes are wild, and their tongues protrude meters long to lick at the woman's hands. On her right are 3 Roman centurions kneeling in supplication. One is gouging at his eyes, another bleeds from his ears, and the third is cutting his own tongue out with a dagger. And as the darkness continues to recede towards the woman's legs, and the eye is drawn towards it, some bulbous form begins to take shape in the last circle of shadow. And then suddenly there is this... And this crack, like a lightning bolt, goes up the window. Wind whips through the church. The candles blow out, and you hear the doors slam.
I scream.
Yeah, like the Omen.
The vision is gone. Can you all give me sanity rolls?
I'd love to do that.
Oh boy, that's a bad miss.
Yeah, that's a fail on my account.
Ooh, 97.
Oh, hello.
97.
My sanity is 70.
I remarkably have passed. Unexpectedly.
Oh my God, well done.
17, so it's a really good roll, but
I've got a 73 on my 24.
Dr. Elvedon, 24 sanity.
Oh yeah, I've got also, this maybe I should have reminded you of, I've gone from 30 to 24 sanity during our last few sessions.
Oh dear.
I've just realised that.
But that was probably paced over, that's over a few days.
It's paced over a couple of days. Probably 2 days, but still.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Elvedon loses 1 sanity point and gains 3 Cthulhu mythos points.
oh boy.
So you two failed, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking die. You die like the dogs you are. Right. He's getting down his extra tome. Oh, his dice tower.
There's bigger dice for this.
No.
Yeah, giant dice.
No.
We're fucked, mate.
Leave me
fucked.
alone.
No,
Leave me alone.
He won't. It's Dom Allen.
Mrs. Croft, this has shock you to your core, and you lose 5 sanity points.
It's a bout of insanity.
Demons are real. Demons are real.
Yeah.
Colonel Coghill, also, you've had a horrible experience with this, and you lose 6 sanity points.
Fuck me.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. -6.
So you both gain 5 Cthulhu mythos plus 3. So you both gain 8 Cthulhu mythos points.
Oh, wow.
But you do both have bouts of madness. Oh, no. Sorry. No, I tell a lie. You both gain 3 Cthulhu mythos points, but now you need to do an intelligence roll to see if you understand what you've experienced.
Well played,
So we got 3 mythos points.
3 mythos.
Okay. And we're suffering a bout of madness.
Potentially.
Not necessarily. So you both need to do an intelligence roll.
Okay.
And if you succeed, you'll understand what you've seen and have a bout of madness. And if you fail, ignorance is bliss.
Well, that's a 69 on my 85 intelligence.
Coghill's intelligence is too high.
It's really high.
That is a hard success. 11 on my 80.
Fucking it'll do.
So you can both have that extra 5 Cthulhu mythos.
Great. I love it.
Great, thanks, Don.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, bout of madness.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, right.
Oh God, what should we have?
I stumble backwards into the darkness, and I'm breathing and hyperventilating. I start chattering about the evil in men's souls.
Yes.
I can see it all, how it connects. Everything's connected.
Isn't
like
it?
a web of misery.
It really is.
And you've got
and
2
suffering.
prime examples right in front of you.
The three centurions.
John and Ambrose.
Yeah.
Who were just slapping their dicks about, I imagine. I haven't... Oh no, you've not gone mad. That's just me.
I think Jemima does exactly that. She starts chattering about the darkness of mankind. Coghill starts running. He just runs out the church. Straight out.
Sprinting.
Into the
I respect that. I really respect that.
He's just sprinting. And you're running through the trenches.
Oh, fuck. It's like 1917. I'm just...
As you watch him climb over the pews. Do you have a gun?
Oh, yeah. I've got a Nagant. A Russian soldier gave
yes,
to
the
me.
Russian pistol.
Yeah.
So he stands. He vaults up onto one of the pews and shoots.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 3 times.
3 times.
At the door, and then keeps running straight out the church.
And in my head, that's a bluff. I'm up on a bluff and I see a German soldier, but in real life, I'm just going for a Virgin Mary statue. But I'm totally in that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jemima is backing off and begins crumpling to the floor, babbling. Suddenly, with a voice that doesn't really sound like hers, saying,
Hiya, Yogg-Sothoth, Hiya, Tenebros.
And you
that does
say,
sound like her.
Come forth, Magnum Tenebrosum, cloak us in the darkness of your hand and come forth, child of the great and noble, child of the opener of the way.
I would like to try and
Yogg-Sothoth,
stop her. I would like to
Magnum
try and stop
Omen,
her.
Hiya.
You see Jemima start to foam at the mouth, and she's choking. She's choking.
Oh, fuck.
I'm what?
I beg
You're
your
joking.
fucking pardon.
Her eyes roll back in her skull, and she's on the floor just like.
I'll try and see if there's anything actually impeding her
I'm gone, so I'm afraid I can't.
esophagus. Yeah, I've let him go.
You're having scones.
But I think I was slowed by the sound of the report of the Nagant was enough to make me flinch, and I lunged to gain cover behind one of the pews instinctively, and it's bought me a few precious seconds of which I could
Fucking hell.
have been helping Jemima, but I think I leap over to Jemima and I try first aid to see if I can, if there is actually some kind of blockage in her throat, because I don't understand why this would be happening.
Oh, fuck.
I'm Magnus Tenebrosum.
First aid.
On the scenario, Magnus Tenebrosum.
No good. It's not a fumble, but it's a 64 and a 33. I think I'm just sort of trying. Like her hair's coming down maybe a bit, and I don't understand what's happening. I'm trying to wipe the foam away, but her hands are trying to get me. And
as you're doing that, Jemima, you see the last thing you see before you pass out is Dr. Elvedon stood over you, but stood behind him and looking over you, smiling, is the bald man, and then darkness.
Oh, no. I don't like that.
Dr. Elvedon, she passes out in your arms.
She passes away in your arms.
no, don't die.
She's fine. She's not choking anymore, but she's unconscious.
There's a pulse.
For a few moments, and then slowly she starts regaining consciousness.
She passes away.
I love that you're not even given the agency to die. It's like she passes away and
She passes away.
Right.